Okay, now we've got the base off, we just point out the salt pot assembly, which is two parts: the water container where you put your salt, and then the brown container is the water softening crystals. We just move up a touch to the drain pump, and that's a bayonet type fitting, so removal and replacement is fairly straightforward. A really important part is the drain hose, and we'll just point that out to you again. Now the drain hose is very attractive to mice and they eat it. So if you've got water leaks, you should be looking for holes in that pipe. You've then got your incoming water valve. The grey hose takes the water directly into the salt pot assembly. Just up from the valve, just there in the centre, let me zoom in on that. That little unit there is the NTC. That is the thermostat device. Above that, the black disc there, we've got the pressure switch, and then above that, just zoom out, there's the heater assembly. It's a tube heater, and then to the right of the tube heater, on this particular one, we have the Ascol wash pump. This is the one that is the failure all the time, Ascol pumps. So with the dishwasher in this position, all the components are accessible and easy to work on without any fear of breaking anything, damaging anything, and you're in control. Okay, if you've got F1 fault, that's a thermistor error and we need to remove it. The thermistor is right in the centre there. Unplug it and a quarter of a turn clockwise, and then pull on it and it'll come out. Refitting the thermistor, just move it forward a bit, Kev. It's got a couple of locking tabs on it and they fit into two slots. Once in, just turn it a quarter of a turn anti-clockwise to lock it in place. Once it's in place, don't forget to reconnect the electrical plug, and that's one thermistor replaced for an F1 error. The unit in the centre of the screen now is the pressure device. This quite often has to be taken out and cleaned, especially if you're getting an F4 error. F4 is not draining, and the electronics allows 4 minutes for the sump to empty water away, and the pressure device is what tells it that it's empty. So if the pressure device is all gummed up with crud, it can't tell the electronics that the machine's empty, so the electronics puts up F4 not draining error. So check the drain pump first. If the machine is empty of water and you're getting F4 error, then it's well worth taking this part out and cleaning it. To remove the pressure switch, we need to take the electrical plug off. On the right hand side is a locking tab on the pressure switch, and put a screwdriver in there, unlock it and turn your pressure switch anti-clockwise, and in that position you then need to lift the pressure switch. As you can see, the heater's in the way. A bit of fiddle this to get the pressure switch out, but it will come out. There you go. Once it's out, this pressure switch has a grid on it, and this is where the water pushes through and operates on a diaphragm. If all this grid is clogged up with sediment and crud, then it can't operate properly. The pressure switch is just a changeover switch, nothing too complicated. So take this over to the sink, and being careful not to soak the micro switch, clean out that grid section. It will remove with a screwdriver, and there is another video on the site showing you how to do that. Refitting is a reversal. Make some room, pop the switch in. You're going to turn it clockwise to lock it, so make sure it's home. Turn it clockwise, the locking tab locks, and finally remember to reconnect the plug. So that's fitting the pressure switch, cleaning it, and F4 error when the machine is obviously draining but the F4 error keeps popping up.